Hello students, good morning. It's another bright, new, colorful day. I hope you had a nice night and I hope you were able to go through the lessons yesterday. Remember to always put a comment with your name in the comment section after seeing the video. This is the way we mark the attendance, and of course you can be sure that it's being recorded and marks are being awarded for that. So today we're talking about something new. Yes, new, but still within the lesson we've been looking at. Today, let's go calendar. So let's see the next thing we have. It's still lesson 11, but here we have unit 3, and we're talking about calendars. Our student book is from page 212 to 213. Today, we happen not to have the workbook exercise. All right, now let's see what we have next. What's our lesson objective? This is going to be super easy for us today because it's not something very difficult to do. Just the way we were able to read timetables yesterday, we're going to apply the same knowledge of it to read calendars and also to be able to calculate time intervals using the calendar. Okay? All right, so our lesson objective is to be able to read and use the calendar just like I have said, and we must also be able to use calendars to calculate time intervals. We'll understand that better as we go in the course of the lesson. So what do we have next? Let's try to read the calendar. Now, here is something I want you to take note of. You might just look at the calendar in the house or maybe on your phone or that lies around in the house or something, and you don't just take note of it. Do you know that sometimes you might read the dates wrongly? Why? Because you haven't taken your time to look carefully at the things you ought to look at while reading a calendar. So what are the things we need to consider, or what are the things we need to take note of? To read the calendar, match the year. That's the current year or the year in question with the month and the day in question. For example, if I had to refer to something that happened in the first term, I would not say 2020. For example, our first term exams or the first term quiz or first term exams held in December, let's not use that. It's held in the 12th month of it's held between the 15th to the 18th day of the 12th month in year 2019. If you have to check the calendar, would you be checking the 2020 calendar? That's why I said sometimes we just hurriedly pick up a calendar and just check the dates, not matching the things that are important. Okay? So to read the calendar correctly, match the year with the month and the day in question. Let's have an example. The school holidays will be on the 15th day, or will begin on the 15th day of the 6th month in the year 2020. Now let's look at the dates. Let's look at each of them. It says, let's match the year first, so you don't make a mistake of looking at the 2019 calendar. Okay, this is a 2020 calendar. So let's match the year first. Then what's the next thing? With the month, it says the 6th month. When is the 6th month? Now you know the month begins by January, from January, and ends in December, right? We have 12 months in the year, and the 12 months are displayed in the calendar that I have here on the screen. So let's count. January 1st month, February 2nd month, March 3rd, April 4th, May 5th, June happens to be the 6th month in the year 2020. And it says the school holidays will begin on the 15th day. So let's try to see where we have the 15th day. It only means where you have 15. Where do we have 15? That's in the 3rd week in June. How do I know it's the 3rd week? Each of the weeks are here represented by the days. 7 days of the week, Sunday to Saturday. Okay, that's from 1 to 6 represents the first week, even though it's not up to 7 days. Now the second week is going to be from 7 down to 13. That's the second week. The third week begins from 14th and it's in 15th happens to be in the third week. So what have we been able to do? We've been able to read the calendar correctly. Okay, what if I said the Arabic, or let's say the English competition holds in the 4th week of April. When is April? April is the 4th month. So already we can see it has April up here. So what do we do? 4th week of April. When is that going to be? The first week happens, even though it's not up to a week, but it happens to fall into 1st to 4th. Okay? Even though it's like half week. The second week is in from 5th to 11th. Did we say 3rd week or 4th week? Okay, let's say 4th week. English competition, 4th week. So we count 1, 2, 3, and 4. When does the 4th week fall on? Between 19th and 25th. So if I said the 4th week and the 3rd day, that means 4th week from 19th to 25th, and the 3rd day is 21st. Okay? All right. So that's how the weeks are actually counted. What have we been able to do? We've been able to read the calendar correctly. All right. Okay, so let's see. I think the next and the final thing that we should do today. Calculating time intervals using the calendar. Now we'll have a little bit of different question here. Remember, of course, to read the calendar, match the date, the year with the month and with the day in question. Now let's have another example. The Royal Crown Spelling Bee competition holds on 14/5/20. What does that mean? 14th, 5th month, the day is 14th, the month is the 5th month, and the year is 2020. So we already said previously that we match all those together to ensure we get the correct date. So let's check. The 5th month is May. The 14th day in May is Thursday. And of course, we're looking at the calendar year 2020. Now the question is, how many weeks or days away is it? How many days away or how many weeks away? Now today is the 30th of March, Monday. Let's now see how many weeks. How do we consider or how do we calculate the time interval? We have 30th. Today is Monday. To know the number of weeks, what do you think we're going to do? Okay, that's a nice try. Well, here's what we're going to do. 30th, okay, is now we're not going to be reading vertically like we read the other time. We're going to be reading, horizontally. We're going to be reading vertically now, okay? Now we have 30th. Today is 30th. By next week, Monday is going to be in April because by tomorrow the month is ending. So let's see when the next Monday falls on by April. The next Monday falls on the 6th of April. Okay? The next Monday falls on the 6th of April. All right. Now it says in May. Let's see the next Monday again. The next Monday is 13th. Now between 30th and 6th, 1 week. 6th and 13th of April, 2 weeks. 13th and 20th of April, 3 weeks. 20th and 27th of April, 4 weeks. Now we go to the next month and where Monday begins by the next month. Okay, it begins, make sure you take note of the dates we're looking for. It begins on 4th of May. 4th of May, 5th week. 11th of May, 6th week. Okay, 11th of May is close to 14th. So we have 6 weeks and how many days interval? 1, 2, 3. 6 weeks and 3 days from today. That's when 14th of May is going to be. Let's count the weeks again. Today is 30th of March. You don't count the 30th as week 1. The distance between 30th and the next Monday, which is on 6th of April, is 1 week. Then 6th to 13th, let's just count. We start counting 1 week from 6th of April. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then down to May 4th, 5, 6. 6 weeks. And from May 11th to 14th May is 3 days. Okay? You start counting the days also from the next day, which is Tuesday. 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 weeks and 3 days from now. Okay? So that exactly is what it is to calculate time intervals using the. So what have we learned today? We learned to read the calendar, where we said make sure you match the year with the month and with the day in question. And also we learned to calculate time intervals using the calendar. I hope you had a good time in this lesson. Just practice your student book 213. Do the little exercise. Take a picture of it. Send it to me. Remember also to keep safe all the time. Wash your hands. Use a sanitizer and eat healthy food. So till we have another lesson tomorrow, have a good day. Bye.